warrior. Christmas has passed and we are on to the new year 2024. Can you believe it? I can't. But I am looking forward to an exciting new year filled with possibilities. I am excited about the prospect of you know more about child safety, child predation, resources, take actions, and you want to protect our children, your child, your grandchild, family members. I am coming to you today because the holiday season is one where the most requested gifts in families, kids want all of the new devices, the phones, the tablets, the smart TVs, you name it, gaming consoles, they want it. And what do parents and family members do? They oblige. Why not? Santa brings a lot of these devices. The Warriors is urging all of you. Think of it this way. If you bought any new devices for your child, for your teen, you also have a duty. You have a duty to understand what these devices do. Besides what you might think, providing entertainment for your child or form of communication, and who else is on these devices. The last report we have, and it's old already because this has been for the last couple of years, on any given day we know that about 500,000 predators are online. And that is why I always say to you, do you know what your children are doing online? The predators do. So you have this duty. You buy the device, you give it to your child, including teens. I don't care if they're 15, 16, 17, they are still children. Safety features and filters. Now you might say, what are you talking about? How do I do this? I don't have time. I'm overwhelmed. Well, let me tell you. One-stop shopping. First of all, you always go to lynswarriors.org. Find all of our research, our take actions, and I might direct you to our colleagues at Protect Young Eyes. Our great friend, part of our Warriors Advisory Council, just put out a parent guide. The parent guide is for every conceivable device that there is, including the smart watches, the Androids, the iPhones, the gaming consoles, the PlayStations. Chris has done all the work for you, so you don't have to do it. Please go to protectyoungeyes.com. Please look at the parent guide to all devices. I also just listed it on our website, lynswarriors.org. And take your time. It is not that difficult. I want to remind you, these companies set up these platforms in order, and we have the studies, I'm not just saying this, to confuse you. So you'll abandon putting safety features and filters and talking to your kids because after all, children mean currency. Children are the eyeballs. Children are the consumers. And what do they want? Traffic, 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 so they can sell more ads. Haven't you noticed lately? I'm noticing on all of my platforms how many ads. We've always had a lot of ads, but now I'm noticing constantly ads popping up. Ads pop. This is what the children are seeing. So what do? They swipe to the next. They ignore. They keep going. And that's what the platforms are hoping. They keep getting traffic numbers so they can keep the kids online. So we live in a digital world. None of us will argue that. It's not going away. I don't want it to. But let us come together. Let us be safe. Let us utilize resources. We at the Warriors are here for you to do this heavy lifting with our colleagues, such as protectyoungeyes.com. Take advantage. If you have any questions, you can always write to me, Lynn at lynswarriors.org. Remember, it's not going away. We have to learn how to live within this digital world safely. And also that open and honest communication is a must. Let me remind you about all of this. I'll tell you, so much is happening. We're facing AI, more of that being implemented. So why not sit down? We have a couple more days until the new year happens. Get on board. Take your time. Read. Listen. We urge all of you, including a very promising report that this holiday season, it came out right before Christmas, that retail sales were showing that they had an enormous growth in the categories of traditional dolls, Legos, Lincoln Logs, books, board games, puzzles. A reminder to always include that with any gifts you buy for your child. I can't tell you what to give your child, grandchild, family member. Nobody can. You have parental autonomy. However, I can suggest we know, again, backed up, we at the Warriors always talk about reality, backed up by studies, stats. Always include something a child can hold, can read, can touch, can turn a page, that you can have a discussion with them about. So this is great news, returning to books. Also a reminder that the United States is slated to have 300 bookstores, new bookstores open in the next year. We'll be following up on that. That is great news. And also 50 of them will be a Barnes & Noble. I think that's great news. And I was in actually a Barnes & Noble here in New York City the other day, and it was packed. 2 floors packed with people. Good signs. People are buying books. Let's get back to that. But it takes you, each and every one of you. As we close out the year, we are going to be providing so many new initiatives in the new year. And I'll be doing a New Year's Eve video going into the new year, New Year's Day. But I want to remind everybody how thankful we are that you have joined us. Whether you donate, whether you want to volunteer with us in any of our events, whether you want to just retweet us or share Facebook or Instagram, every one of you matters to us. That is what we do. That is what we preach. Community creates change, and it starts with you, in your home, in your community. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Going into 2024, we have our work cut out for us, but we always do. We want you to join us. We want you to take action. We want you to speak up and speak out and protect your children, all children, because after all, we're warriors.